Hello there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. These are timeless readings, so trust that your intuition has brought you here because there is something in today's card spread that is meant just for you. Whatever it is that needs to be clarified in your current situation, trust that the message is within today's reading. All right, if you'd like to share with me in the comments below whatever it is that's resonating with you, that would be wonderful because I do love to connect with every single one of you. And I do read all of your comments, so that's great. All right, have a great read. Let's do this. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Temperance is about your creating balance and moderation in your life, whatever that is. Now, if you're working too much, right, kind of overindulging in something, you know, universe is here to tell you, like, the minute that you start to exhibit a little bit of patience, kind of, kind of rein in any kind of impulsivity, create balance and structure in your life, then you will have whatever it is that they're alchemizing, whatever it is that they're trying to build and create for you, whatever you're co-creating with spirit, it's going to come to you. Trust that you have a path to glory here, and all you've got to do is follow that path. All right, so create balance and moderation in your life. If you're working too much, if you're overindulging in something a little bit too much, then universe is saying slow it down, have patience. All right, here we go. So there may be some conflict around you, maybe some words that will be exchanged that's not necessarily going to work in your favor, because you're going to want to take everybody's swords. All right, so universe is trying to tell you here, it's not about taking everybody else's swords, because when you fight as if, you know, it's a winner take all type situation, then you create a lot of enemies and you burn a lot of bridges. And then what happens is that you've got to rebuild those bridges. And universe says you don't have time for that. You've got a path that you've got to follow. So you don't need to really engage in that. Instead, compromise, compassion, communication, those three things will help you with your any kind of conflict that's going on. Now, I understand there are extraneous circumstances, and I'm not talking extremes. I'm talking these are, you know, this is like a day-to-day type of conflict, whether it's at work, you know, there's somebody that just kind of is so abrasive and they just kind of rub you the wrong way. Sometimes it's best to just kind of walk away from them. And if you can't walk away from them, compassion, right? Compromise, communication. And it's okay because they'll never be over at your house for dinner, right? You just got to get along long enough while you're at work. Let's just say that. All right, Queen of Cups. Yeah, pour some love into that. And the other thing, too, is pour some love into you. If you're having to deal with so much conflict at work and it's just really draining you, give yourself some grace. Give yourself time to take care of yourself. Pour love into your life. Pour love into your surroundings, everything that's around you, right, to offset that. Now, here's the thing. Shadow behavior here. Beware of any kind of self-sabotage, addictions, right? Shadow behavior, conflict. If you run the tendency of, you know, fighting with others and really letting them have a piece of your mind and you're telling them exactly what it is, what the business is, then that's shadow behavior because that doesn't serve you. The Devil card is here in the center part of your reading because it's to remind you of the roadblocks that are in your way that's keeping you from that path to glory, the abundance that you want in your life, whatever outcome you want in your life. Yeah, that clarity. Once you deal with that self-sabotage, whatever it is, you're going to gain clarity. This is a card of victory. You're going to know exactly what to remove from your life, whatever it is that's causing you this grief, sadness, pain, shadow behavior, self-sabotage. You're going to create that clarity that you need. It's coming to you, but you have to go within. Whatever is causing this nightmare, this everyday nightmare that you're going through, whatever anxiety, fear, sadness, worry, blame, shame, whatever it is, these are your shadow behaviors here. You're going to have to deal with it. Right? You're going to have to deal with this, and every single sword you're going to have to deal with. And don't worry, you got to go within. You got to go deep. Use your intuition, right? And give yourself a whole lot of grace and a whole lot of love. But the minute that you deal with all of this pain here and get past it, you'll have clarity and you will become victorious, and you will no longer have this conflict, this pain that continues to follow you. Time to reassess your life, right? Cut out the things that don't belong. Add the things that do belong, right? This is you reassessing and trying to figure out how to make your life flourish. And the only way that you're going to do that is to deal with the shadow behavior, shadow self, this stuff here that you got to unroot. That's why it's in the root of your reading here. It's the bottom, because you got to deal with this stuff. On the outside, you may have it together, but on the inside, you got to deal with all this stuff so it doesn't continue to reoccur. Look at the Sun card here. So this is to give you hope that when you get over all of this shadow behavior, you're going to come out on top. Everything that you want, everything you want fulfilled is going to work in your favor. But you got to deal with this first. Yeah, look at that. So you're going from conflict here all the way to manifesting whatever you want. You create your own reality, right? So whatever it is that you do with this, you can create the reality of constant conflict, despair, right? Winning at all costs, very imbalanced power struggle here. And then you get more of that because the universe will just send that right back to you. Or you can create your reality to deal with all of this happiness, this joy, this clarity, this love, right? It's a matter of choice. I think that's what universe is trying to tell you. You have some self-limiting beliefs here of loss, of being left out, of being left behind. And it's giving you some insecurity. Now, if you use this big old sword and cut out these self-limiting thoughts and allow positivity, allow this in your life here, and know that you are not the victim and that you do deserve the other 5 of Pentacles that gives you the 10 of Pentacles. If you truly work through that, right, shadow behavior, you're going to be able to create the life that you want. Now, if you continue on this path where you feel like you have lost and you have nothing to gain and that you have been pushed out, left out in the cold, well, you're going to get more of that, right? So you got to deal with all of this. You got to deal with this deep-seated sadness and insecurity, because that's what it is. It's down in our subconscious. We got to unearth that. We all have it. We all have it. Now, this is balancing, trying to create balance in your life, trying to make some choices here. And I think maybe part of you is making the choice to let go, right? Let go of the hurt, let go of the past, let go of the shame, let go of any kind of conflict that you've got around you, any grudges that you may be holding. You've got to let go of all of that, because those are all shadow behavior. That way you can have clarity and manifest whatever it is that you want out of your life. You will be able to create what you want. Now, here's the thing, because you really truly believe that you've lost out and that you've been left out in the cold, you created walls and you really don't see things other than the 3 cups that you have, and you're bored with it. But instead, universe is saying, I'm trying to give you this blessing, but you don't see it. So universe is saying, please see things from a different perspective so that you can receive these blessings. But you've got this stuff right here that you've got to work on, okay? You got to walk away from them. You have to finally make the decision to really go within, get the clarity that you need, right? See, it's on top of each other. Find that clarity that you need. Use your intuition so that you know what to leave behind so that you can move forward. You've got a lot of stuff here. Old hurt, old wounds, old pain that you're going to have to work through, because you can't take that on your next journey there. All right, let's see what other oracle cards you've got coming up here. All right, Aquarius, 1, 2, and 3. Bottom of the deck, chameleon spirit. Yeah, act as if, you know, whatever it is that you want to manifest that. You want to act as if you already have that thing that you're trying to manifest. If you act as if this and this, you'll get more of it, right? You're the magician, you can create it. Freedom is yours. Yeah, you have the freedom to truly create and manifest the dreams that you want to come to fruition. You have that. You have every tool within you. Life is a mystery. Yeah, life is a mystery, so don't forget to go within. This is like, sort of like, to me, it reminds me of the High Priestess card, going within. Be peace. Yes. Oh my goodness. Aquarius, be peace, right? You do not have to take everybody else's swords, although you want to. Don't do it, because that just means that you're going to have to spend all that time trying to repair this. You don't have time for that. You got all this to deal with. All right. Okay. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I love you. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk soon. Love you. Bye.